Welcome to It's Not Just Menopause, the podcast that empowers you to navigate midlife with confidence through real talk, root cause insights, and no BS strategies that actually work. If you're dealing with fatigue, stubborn weight, brain fog, or just feeling off and overlooked, this show is for you. Discover what's really going on with your hormones and why it's not just about estrogen. Each episode breaks down what your doctor didn't explain, the internet got wrong, and what your body's been trying to tell you all along. From stress and metabolism to nervous system support and functional nutrition, we'll cover the tools that help you feel more like yourself, again, without restrictive diets, overwhelming plans, or hormone hype. I'm your host, Cindy Stickle, functional nutrition practitioner and certified menopause specialist. I'm here to guide you through the midlife noise so you can stop guessing, get the clarity you deserve, and finally take back control of your health. If you've ever felt dismissed, overwhelmed, or like your body just isn't responding the way it used to, you're in the right place. Let's rewrite the menopause story without the fluff. Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of It's Not Just Menopause. Today we're going to be talking about the holidays. Okay, so if you've ever walked into November saying, this year I'm staying calm, I'll be keeping, everything simple. I'm not repeating last year, only to feel overwhelmed by mid-month. And let me tell you something important. It's not your fault. Your body isn't resisting the calm. It's protecting you the only way it knows how. And if you've listened to my podcast or seen my posts for any number of, the last year or so, you know that I talk about the nervous system and reducing stress and adding more calm to your life. Because in menopause, the stress response shifts in a very real and measurable way. We react to stress way worse than people not in menopause. And so it affects us more because it just makes our body stay in fight or flight, hold on to the belly fat, and anything we do is not going to work. So the same push through strategy you've used your whole life doesn't work anymore. And you've heard me say this. And it's not because you're weaker. It's because your body's biology has changed, right? Your nervous system can't absorb the pressure the way it used to. And the more you push through, the more your body pushes back. And I'm sure you have seen this. I know I have. Today's episode, again, it's all about creating the calm before the holiday storm. A steady foundation for your hormones, your digestion, your mood, and energy is absolutely needed this time of year, right? And we know that. We are always telling ourselves that we know that, but if we actually do it is another story. And because I've lived through holiday seasons that steamrolled me, and I'm sure you have too, right? And holiday seasons that have felt grounded and spacious. So I can tell you with absolute honesty, it's not the season that changes, it's your system. So I want to talk about how to support it. And so why does holiday stress hit harder in midlife or menopause? So I want to get real clear about why it feels so different in menopause. In your 20s and 30s, estrogen helped buffer your stress response. Okay, cortisol is your stress hormone. Okay. But estrogen's role is to protect pretty much your whole body from different things that are attacking it. And so that meant you could handle late nights, skip meals, chaotic schedules, and all the emotional layers of the holidays and bounce back. But in menopause, and I'm talking perimenopause all the way through postmenopause when we get older, your cortisol curve shifts. Your blood sugar becomes more sensitive. Your sleep becomes more fragile. And your nervous system gets overwhelmed faster and stays overwhelmed longer. Okay, we don't bounce back like we used to. That's why you need more rest days in between workouts or stressful events like the holidays. Okay, so holiday stress doesn't just add pressure, it magnifies whatever was already there. So if you're walking into November already carrying months of overwork, caretaking, decision fatigue, poor sleep, skipped meals, emotional labor, constant on mode, right? You're constantly on. The holidays simply pile on top of an already overloaded system. And your body responds in the only way it knows how. Fatigue, cravings, irritability, bloating, brain fog, anxiety, sleep issues. I mean, I could go on and on. And these aren't holiday problems. Before we get back to today's episode, I've got a quick question for you. Feel like your body's in chaos, but your labs are normal? You're not crazy, you're not broken, and you're definitely not alone. If you've been told it's just menopause or to wait it out, it's time for real answers. Take my free quiz, What's Really Driving Your Menopause Symptoms. In under 2 minutes, you'll uncover your top hidden stressor and get my free guide, The Menopause Stress Fix, sent straight to your inbox. Head to cindystickle.com/quiz or click the link in the show notes. If you're doing everything right, but still feel like a mess, this quiz is your next step. All right, let's get back to today's episode. These are dysregulation symptoms. And here's something that most women will never hear. Your body isn't reacting to December. It's reacting to everything you carried into December. Okay, so that's why creating calm before the chaos matters. So let me simplify this, because regulation gets talked about like it's a personality trait or a vibe, okay? And so what does it really mean? A regulated body is a responsive body, means it responds well. A dysregulated body is a reactive body, which means it doesn't respond well, and all you're doing is reacting to things coming at you. So responsiveness feels like, I can handle this. Reactive feels like, this is too much. Right? Does it sound familiar? The work isn't about being calm every minute of your life, right? It's about helping your body return to calm quickly and consistently, even when life gets noisy. Because we know we can't be calm 24 hours a day, but there are ways to get back to the calm, and all you have to do is breathe for a few minutes and you've already started calming your nervous system. Okay, this is what I teach my clients. And I want to say this gently but clearly, okay? I don't teach regulation because it sounds good. I teach it because I've lived the consequences of ignoring it. There were years I pushed through burnout every single holiday season, and those were the years my symptoms were the worst. Okay, so what changed everything for me was learning how to support my system first before I did anything else. Nothing fancy, nothing complicated, just small practices that actually brought my body itself back into safety. Like I mentioned before, just simple breathing exercises can just do that in a matter of a minute or two. And this is why calm is the first pillar of my work. Okay, because calm isn't optional. Calm is a prerequisite for everything else. It's in my first phase called regulate, because we need to get your body regulated. So when your nervous system feels safe, everything in your body works better. Digestion, metabolism, sleep, mood, cravings, all of it. So I want to talk about what this looks like in real life, because you don't need a 28-step morning routine or holiday perfectionism, right? You need simple, grounded habits that your body can rely on. So the first one, start your morning slow and not with stimulation. Your cortisol rhythm sets the tone for the day. Before you check your phone, your email, your calendar, just pause. Okay, give your system the chance to land before you ask it to perform, okay? And this is why my morning reset works so well, not because it's like super elaborate, but because it teaches your body you're safe. We're starting steady today. And the second thing is eat real breakfast. I can't talk about this enough as a nutritionist. Coffee is not breakfast. Say that again. Coffee is not breakfast. Protein is what stabilizes your energy and your mood from the start. If you want fewer cravings later, earlier nourishment matters. Fasting's the worst thing for menopause, so please don't do that, okay? It just makes your cortisol go higher, stresses out your body, and you're that vicious cycle that you're already in, and your symptoms get even worse. Number 3, build in pause points. So going task to task at full speed keeps your system in survival mode. Insert a pause, even if it's only for 30 seconds. Sip water, relax your jaw, or for me, it's lowering the shoulders because they always end up by my ears. Take one slow breath. Your body instantly feels that difference. Number 4, let something go intentionally. Not because you're failing, but protecting your energy is the smartest thing you can do this time of year. One less should, one less obligation, one less expectation. Your body registers that as safety. Setting boundaries and saying no is not going to kill someone. Okay, you need to protect yourself. Number 5, anchor your evenings. Okay, a calmer night creates a regulated morning. A regulated morning creates a more resilient day. So you don't need a strict routine, just one consistent signal that says we're done for the day. Tea, stretching, journaling, quiet, whatever brings you back home to yourself. Okay, this is how you build capacity long before holiday stress shows up. And then we're going to talk about mindset, okay? So here's the shift I want you to take into the next few weeks. Calm is not a reward. Calm is not something you earn. Calm is not the thing you get once everything else is done. Calm is the work. Calm is the strategy. Calm is the foundation your hormones sit on. When your system feels safe, your sleep deepens. Your cravings quiet down. Your bloating eases. Your patience increases. Your energy steadies. Your resilience returns. This is how the holidays become enjoyable again. Not because life gets easier, but because your body does. Okay? So, today was a short one, but it's a super important one because many of us, this is a very stressful time of year with the holidays. So, if you're in menopause, it's going to hit us harder, unfortunately. So today's episode hit home, like if you're ready to create that real steadiness before the holiday chaos begins, you can start with my nervous system morning reset. It's free. It's a guide. The link will be in the show notes. It's simple, effective, and it teaches your system how to begin the day in a regulated state, which makes everything else easier to navigate. Again, link in the show notes. Okay. And if you're tired of trying to push through this season on your own, and you want real personalized support for your menopause symptoms and everything else going on with menopause, book a free menopause hormone clarity call. We talk about what's going on in your life, and if even working with me, if we would be a fit for each other, because sometimes you're not. Like, I'm not a fit for you, you're not a fit for me. So it's not like I'm just going to say, okay, let's work together. I do want to talk to you to make sure that we would be a good fit. Because we'll look at what your body is truly asking for, what's driving your symptoms, and the next steps that would actually work for your hormones, okay? Including if that would work in my program or not. But you don't need perfection. You just need regulation and a plan that finally works with your biology instead of against it, okay? So I'm hoping that you have a calm holiday season, and I will be in your headphones next week. Thank you for tuning into It's Not Just Menopause. I hope today's episode gave you real clarity about what's actually going on in your body and reminded you that it's not just your hormones and it's definitely not your fault. If you found value in this conversation, make sure to follow the show so you never miss an episode. You can also connect with me on Instagram at Cindy Stickle Nutrition, or head to cindystickle.com for more resources and personalized support on your menopause and midlife health journey. Until next time, keep questioning what you've been told and trust that your body is not broken. You just need the truth and the tools that actually work.